What is the purpose of school?
I think schools have three purposes. Some of it is custodial, where below a certain age, kids need a safe place to be when their parents are working. Some of it is socialization. Kids are part of a culture, they're part of a nation. They need to be socialized into that so that they behave within the general ballpark of what that culture and nation is about. And the third part is self-actualization. Kids need to reach their potential, their intellectual potential, their social potential, their ethical potential, to have a really rich and fulfilled life. Now, those three dimensions of school are contradictory in some ways. If you lock kids away from the world, it's harder to do some of the reaching your potential stuff. It's harder to do some of the socialization stuff. If the culture is a very rigid culture, you're socializing somebody into something that may undercut their reaching their potential. So a lot of the debates that swirl around schooling are debates that come out of are having these goals that are all important but that are somewhat contradictory to each other. And what technology does in terms of schools is it doesn't introduce totally new things so much as it raises the stakes on a lot of these kinds of tensions and debates. But it also does, in some ways, transform the playing field, because if we do things like immersive authentic simulations in classrooms, then we can bring the world to the classroom and get past some of the difficulties with preparation for life, the custodial facilities involved. So it's a fascinating time to be wrestling with all of this. And in the long run, I think that what we answer 20 years from now on what is school will look different than the industrial era schools we have now, as different as the industrial era schools look from the rural one-room schoolhouses that they replaced.